Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone, it's Zainab. Welcome back to my daily reading of Nahjul Balagha. If you're just joining me, welcome. And this is where I read to you a little bit from this book called Nahjul Balagha, which is translated to The Path of Eloquence, which is a compilation of sermons and letters, sermons that were delivered by Imam Ali alayhi salam during his caliphate, and letters that were written by him during his caliphate as well. There's like 3 volumes that look like this. This is the first volume, and I think the first volume is all sermons. I don't think there's any letters, but anyways, I pick a sermon and I read it to you on a daily basis, inshallah, if I'm feeling well. I wasn't yesterday, but I'm on the mend today, so alhamdulillah. I want to read to you sermon 18 today, inshallah, where Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, which is Imam Ali, that's another name for him. I think it translates to the Prince of the Believers, Amir al-Mu'mineen. So Amir is Prince, I think, and al-Mu'mineen is the believer, so Prince of the Believers, I think. Alayhi salam delivered this sermon in disparagement of the differences of views among theologians, referring the judgment in every matter to the Holy Quran. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. When a problem is put before any of them, he passes judgment on it from his own imagination. So he's just talking about the nature of human beings, basically, how we all have our own opinions and views based on our own maybe life experiences that contribute to how we believe things should be, if you know what I mean. So he continues. When exactly the same problem is placed before another, he passes an opposite verdict. Yeah, it's just human nature. We all have our own opinions, right? That's what he's saying. Then these judgments go to the chief who had appointed them, so he confirms all verdicts. Although their God is one and the same, their Prophet ﷺ is one and the same, their book, the Holy Quran, is one and the same. Yeah. Did Allah order them to differ, so they obeyed him? Or did he prohibit them from it, so they disobeyed him? Or is it that Allah sent them an incomplete faith and sought their help to complete it? He's kind of being sarcastic here. It's like, or are they his partners, as in partners of Allah, in the affairs, so it is their share of duty to pronounce while he has only to agree? Or did Allah, the most glorified one, send a perfect faith, but the Prophet ﷺ fell short of conveying it, handing it over to the people instead? So he's saying, guys, like, why are you trying to pass your own verdicts about this or that, whatever situation, when the Quran is clear? It has clear answers. Your Prophet ﷺ brought you clear answers in his Sunnah, for example. So why are you arguing about it should be this way, it should be that way, when the answers are clear in the book and in the Sunnah? So he's kind of being sarcastic to them, being like, yeah, what are you doing? Okay. The fact is that Allah, the most glorified one, says the following. And then he quotes the Quran, chapter 6, ayah number 38. We have not neglected anything in the book, the Quran. And then he continues with his sermon, saying, Allah says that each part of the Holy Quran confirms the other, and there's no divergence in it. And he says the following, and then he quotes the Quran, chapter 4, ayah number 82. Had it been from anyone other than Allah, they will surely have found in it a great deal of discrepancy. And then he continues with his sermon. Certainly the outside of the Quran is wonderful, while its inside is deep in meaning. Its wonders will never disappear. Its amazing things will never expire. Its intricacies cannot be explained except through itself. Excuse me, sorry. So now there's a little bit of commentary. That was the end of that part of the sermon that's in this book, sermon 18. So now there's a bit of commentary, which I'm not going to read all of it to you, but I will read some of it to you starting from here. Okay, this is a commentary from scholars who have studied these sermons and what the meaning of these sermons they have gathered and they've written down as commentary. So this scholar, this book was compiled by sorry, let me by, I will tell you in a second. Oh, Sharif, so Sharif al-Radi. So Sharif al-Radi, who was a Sayyid al-Radi, who was a descendant of the Prophet, who lived about 300 or 400 years after Imam Ali, and studied his sermons, and he was the one who compiled this book. So he has written here, he's written here. In this sermon, Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam has referred to those people who deviate from the path of Allah, those who close their eyes to light, grope in the darkness of imagination, make faith the victim of their views and opinions, pronounce new findings, pass orders by their own imagination, and produce divergent results. Then, on the basis of this theory of correctness, they regard all these divergent and contrary orders as having come from Allah Almighty, as though each of their orders represents a divine revelation, so that no order of theirs can be wrong, nor can they stumble on any occasion. Thus, Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam says, in disproving this view, that number one, when Allah is one, the Holy Quran is one, and the Prophet alayhi salam is one, then the religion that is followed should also be one. And when the religion is one, how can there be divergent orders about any matter? Sorry. There can be divergence in an order only in case he who passed the order has forgotten it or is oblivious about it, or senselessness may overtake him, or he may fully desire entanglement in these labyrinths while Allah and the Prophet ﷺ are above. These divergences cannot therefore be attributed to the Book of Allah and to his Prophet ﷺ. These divergences are rather the outcome of the thinking and opinions of likes and dislikes of people who are bent on twisting the delineations of religion by their own imagination or to serve some interest. So it's in their own interest. Some they've done it to benefit themselves in some way or another. 2. Allah must have either forbidden these divergences or ordered their creation, and he is far above the latter. If he has issued orders in their favor, where is that order, and at what place, on what occasion? As for forbidding them, the Holy Quran says the following. Chapter 10, ayah number 59. Say, has Allah permitted you, or do you forge a lie against Allah? That is, everything that is not in accordance with the divine orders is a concoction, and concoction is forbidden and prohibitive. For those who concoct things, there will be neither success nor achievement, nor prosperity. Nor prosperity. My dyslexia is really having a go at me today. Nor prosperity and anything good in the next world. Thus Allah says the following, and this is in the Quran, chapter 16, ayah number 116. And utter you not whatever lie describes your tongues, saying, this is lawful and this is forbidden, in order to forge a lie against Allah. Verily, those who forge a lie against Allah do not succeed. If Allah has left religion incomplete, and the reason for leaving it halfway was that he desired that people should assist him in completing the religious code and share with him in the task of legislating, then this belief is obviously nothing but polytheism. If he sent down the religion in a perfect order and form, the Prophet ﷺ must have failed in conveying it, so that there is room still left for others to apply their imagination and opinion to it. This suggestion, God forbid, means attributing weakness to the Prophet ﷺ, actually a slur slung at the very best creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. 4. Did I miss 3? Okay, that was 3 that I read after the last ayah that I quoted from the Quran. That paragraph, the last paragraph that I said must have been number 3, even though the 3 is missing there in my book. But I think that must have been 3. Okay, 4. Allah has said in the Holy Quran that He has not left out anything in the book and has clarified each and every matter. Now, if an order is carved out which conflicts with the Holy Quran, it will be outside the religious code. Its basis will not be on knowledge and perception, nor is it on the Holy Quran and authentic Sunnah, but it will rather be on a personal opinion, one's own personal judgment, which cannot be deemed to be in agreement with religion and faith. 5, and the last point, and just to remind you, the points he's making here are, he's trying to disprove to the Ummah the view that, because, I mean, when he delivers sermons, it means he's trying to address to the Ummah certain problems that are relative in his society at the time that he addresses them about it. That means that around this time that he delivered this sermon, there must have been problems where maybe the caliphs before him, because he was the 4th rightly guided caliph, that's what he's called, had innovated certain things in the religion that were not part of the original religion. And I'm not going to go into those in this video. So yeah, he's just trying to disprove this belief. So point number 5, he says the Holy Quran is the basis and source of religion, the fountainhead of the Sharia laws. If the Sharia laws were divergent, there should have been divergence in the Quran too. And if there were divergences in it, it could not be regarded as the divinely revealed word of the Almighty. When it is the divine word, the laws of Sharia cannot be divergent so as to accept all divergent and contrary views as being correct. So imaginative verdicts can be viewed as being Quranic dictates, which is not the case. And that's it, guys, for sermon number 18. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope that you will join me again tomorrow, inshallah, as I read you another sermon from this book, Nahjul Balagha. Okay, guys, stay blessed and stay tuned. Bye.